All right, we got some pretty funny news I want to break down, as well as kind of a talking point that I'm seeing consistently come up throughout the month. So let's get going with this right here. There's a State of D4 live event in Korea. There was a Diablo 4 live event hosted in Korea, and it was received with nearly no viewers and live attendances. If you actually go and you look at the photos posted, you can see there was only 84 viewers at one point. It looks like empty crowds as well. A couple people right here, but for the most part, empty chairs. And this was a Diablo 4 live event. Now, I pulled up the live event to take a look, and it's effectively just these guys talking and sitting around leveling. Now, one of the other most common talking points right now is the fact that Diablo 4 is doing very poorly in terms of viewers, basically everywhere. If you look at Twitch right now, you can see there's only 2.7 thousand viewers, and it's fighting for its life against Brawl Stars. Now, people have using this data to basically say that Diablo 4 is completely dead, or that Diablo 4 has no players in the game at the moment. Now, while I have plenty of times given my feedback related to Diablo 4, I myself am taking a break from the game, waiting till Season 2, October 17th, to dip my toe back in and see where the game state is at. I do feel like people are overweighing the importance of Twitch Live viewers as a metric for success on the game. There's the obvious points, like it's fairly heavily weighted. So right now, half of all of the viewers for Diablo 4 is this person. So that just means half of the viewers is one person. And if Asmongold started streaming this, obviously there'd be 20, 30,000 people playing the game all of a sudden. So your statistics, in my opinion, are very often skewed on Twitch already. But there is an underlying point that is somewhat true, which is that people will seek out and look out information or build communities around something that they're very passionate about at the moment. We see this with old school RuneScape that still does very well on Twitch every single day. But I think the real answer can be found if you actually go look at the live stream event, which tanked. The live stream event that didn't do very well, if you watch it, is literally just people leveling. Now, this game is not something that, in my opinion, is designed for either people that need a lot of information. Like, you don't really need to go look up a ton of super detailed build guides to play the game. And also, watching people to play the game is not very exciting. I don't mean to sell out my own self as a Twitch live streamer, but watching me level my Necromancer for 10 hours a day isn't the most exciting content in the world. So it makes sense to me that, like, Twitch numbers aren't very good on this game. But you know what is good on this game? The graphics, because I'm using one of the best PCs in the entire universe with a Starforge PC, which many of you, I'm sure, have already seen me suffer through attempting to open. Well, I am officially sponsored with Starforge now, so you can actually get yourself a Starforge PC by using the link that I will have in the description as well as the pinned comment below. If you choose to check out the PCs, you'll be supporting me and my sponsor. They have a range of PCs depending upon your needs and what kind of games you're playing. And if you're a creator, etc., obviously I recommend them because I'm using their computers. So thanks to Asmon for sending me a computer. Thanks to Starforge for sponsoring the channel. Wholesome day. Going back to the conversation about viewer numbers, I was thinking about this today, and I was realizing that my own point back in the day was that I think this game is mostly designed for casuals, meaning the people that are barely playing the game. And those people are still bleeding their way through either, yes, even still the campaign, or they are pushing their way into like level 60, 70, 80, where they're going to probably stop. And these types of people, I don't think are the types of people that end up looking up live streams, build guides, any of that stuff. Anyway, they're probably playing on their their Xbox in college, or, they come home from work and they're playing for like an hour with their wife or something on controller. Like, these aren't the types of people that are going to sit on the live stream every single day and have inflated viewer numbers. In fact, if you even look here on the Reddit, when people ask, is this game really that bad even for casuals? The most upvoted comments are people are going to say that you're going to enjoy it even as a casual. And I think these types of people aren't the types of people to watch live streams. So it makes sense to me that the game could still be popular for a casual demographic and basically have no viewers. Whereas games like Path of Exile and Old School RuneScape, these games that you get into and kind of suck you continually down the line more and more and more, are going to have more viewers innately, because the types of people that stay with it a long period of time want more and more and more out of these types of games. I'm fine. These are both games I play. I feel this way about these games. So when we talk about the view counts on Twitch, I feel like that's a really bad benchmark to use to gauge the success of a game, because there's a lot of anomalies in the data. There's a lot of bigger streamers that can influence these numbers. And then sometimes people will cherry pick the numbers. Like I've seen people come into my chat when I'm streaming Path of Exile and be like, you have more viewers than the entire Diablo 4 category. There's only 400 viewers in D4 right now or something. But they'll cherry pick the time, which like Woody Joe is not on, Rax is not, like any of the D4 guys literally aren't streaming it, but if Asmin was sitting in there reacting to Diablo 4 content, there'd be like 10x the viewers. So this point keeps coming up about D4 is dead because Twitch is dead. D4 is boring game to watch, is the reality of it. That's why people don't watch it, because there's not a lot of fun stuff to watch about the game. You're watching people level it the whole time. The real problem with the game, and the real game killing problem, isn't the fact that it's boring to watch, however. It's boring to play is the real issue, which is what we're all waiting on, which is why there's not a lot of live streamers streaming the game, because most live streamers don't want to stream the game because they're bored. So they're waiting for Season 2. Or at least I'm speaking for myself. I'm not live streaming Diablo 4 right now. I'm live streaming other games. I've been playing Path of Exile and Elden Ring and stuff because I'm waiting for Season 2. I don't see a reason currently to play the game until that period. So I keep seeing this talking point going up. That's my opinion on Twitch views and whether or not they are a metric for success of a game. It's Blizzard's largest selling game of all time, and one of their least viewed. So I'm not really sure it's a good dictator. Want to talk about this because I keep seeing people use these examples of like these events as an example of why the game's dead, but really we should be talking about the content and the lack of it in the game. I don't actually understand why you would go to one of these. I'll be honest. I don't know what there is to watch about another person grinding Diablo at a live event. I would get maybe you're grinding, you have a streamer on a second monitor or something, you talk about builds or get advice, but why would you drive to an actual event in person and then watch guys grind from level 1? I actually just don't understand that at all.